giving for the sake of Christ. What does this mean to me? To me, it's all based on my belief that everything we have is a gift from God. I'd like to touch on 3 areas: pledging, tithing, first fruits. Pledging, for me, is as natural as brushing my teeth. Show of hands, how many people here brush their teeth? It's good to see all these hands go up. For me, it dates back to the church I grew up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So we go back to the early 1960s. That church did its fall campaign in 1 week. They defined 10 sessions, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. The members were given a target session to attend in alphabetical order. So at that time, the size of the congregation was about 3,500. So for each of these 10 sessions, 250 to 300 people would gather in the fellowship hall in the basement of the church. They provided cookies, punch, coffee. There was 10 minutes to gather and get some refreshments if you wanted and find a seat. Then there was a program, 20 to 25 minutes, put on by 2 people. One pastor, there were 5, and 1 layperson, a member of the church board. Everyone had their pledge card. Everyone filled it out. They turned them in to tables as they left the meeting. You became part of this process when you were confirmed. So that happened for me in the early 60s. The budget was supported 97, 98% by those pledges. There was an estimate of plate giving, but it was only 2 or 3% of the total budget. Everybody pledged. Tithing. Fast forward 2 decades. The first year I was chairman of the Stewardship Committee, 1984. I was pledging on a monthly basis. I took a look and said, how can I get from where I am to a tithe? The plan I selected was to increase by $25 a month plus 10% of any raise I had gotten that year. That continued for several years. I got to a point and said, I am now giving 10% of my take-home pay. Can I shift and now just increase by 10% of the raises? I decided not to. Instead, I continued that same increase and set my goal on 10% of before taxes money. A few more years went by, and I said, I'm now giving 10% of my salary. Can I now shift to only increasing by any raise I get that year? My company was giving us bonuses, so I said, no, it's not just my salary, it's my salary plus bonus. I continued. In the 31 years since 1984, my pledge has only gone down 1 time. That was the year I retired. I went from salary and bonus to pension and Social Security. I calculated what those amounts were, and the dollar amount of my pledge was less, but the percentage did not drop below 10%. First fruits. I was paid monthly at my job. On the first Sunday of each month, I would put in my offering for the week. My box of envelopes had 52 envelopes for the weeks. I only used 12 of them. When Simply Giving came around, I said, that makes sense for me. Let me sign up for Simply Giving and have it taken out automatically each month. I no longer have a box of envelopes. Now, when my pension check arrives on the first of the month, as it did Thursday, I first deduct what's going to be taken out as my pledge from my account. And then I look at the other bills and payments that I need to make. So, pledging, having an action plan that works towards a tithe, first fruits giving. Giving because everything we have is a gift from God. We are blessed to be a blessing. We have enough to give enough. Giving for the sake of Christ. Thank you.